Hello, beautiful magicians. So I'm very excited for week 6. Welcome to week 6. And this week is all about elemental magic. So we're going to be talking about the elements and then actually invoking them ritually and ceremonially. So what are the elements and what do they represent and why is it important to work with them? So we are an intrinsic part of nature. All the elements that you see in nature are also within us. And so when we look to nature and we see how creative it is, we see how it always moves into balance and harmonizes and just flows so easily with the cycles of the universe, we can look to that to find that within our own lives, to find the clarity and perfection and just beauty of nature if we know how to work with the elements. So magic is all about knowing what the elements are and then basically calling them in to achieve certain effects. So that's what we're going to be focusing on, working with nature, working with what we are, the natural magic that is inside of us, that is inside of everything. So the elements are earth, air, fire, water, and of course spirit, which is everything. So you want to call upon earth to help you ground, to help center you. When you think of earth, you think of solid, you think of a strong foundation. It's physical, it's tangible. Unlike air, you can't even see air. It's not even there. Earth is the physical. And you would want to call upon earth in your magical practice if you want to find your grounding, if you want to have more abundance in your life, more physical things, more money. Earth is definitely associated to those lower chakras. Now, invoking air, for example, would be useful when you want to find clarity of your mind. So air is all about the intellect. And say you had a test coming up or something like that, you would call upon air to revitalize you and keep you focused and clear. So water has to do with the emotions. And you can call upon water to revitalize things as well, to freshen things up, and to change things. If something is stagnant, calling upon the element of water can really help change things up. So even if you think about these elements in nature, and this is a really good practice to get used to them and used to working with them, when water is rushing down a stream and it hits a rock, it just moves around it. So it's very flexible, it's very adaptable. So when you have maybe an issue with someone, or in your relationship maybe things aren't working out so well, you call upon water to help you adapt and change and respond with love rather than react from fear. So finally, fire. What is fire? Fire is transformation. It is inspiration. It's movement. So this can cause changes too within relationships. It can cause you to become excited with inspiration. Think about fire in nature. It's constantly moving. It's constantly changing. It's not like earth, which you can see and it's still the same after a year, Maybe there's a little bit of a difference. So it's almost like water in that it's constantly changing, but water also can be still. So there's that difference there. Fire is movement. So let's go over the elements one more time. Air is the mind. And it helps you with clarity, it helps you with focus, intellect. Fire is inspiration, it's movement, it's that inner feeling you get of inspiration, of excitement. Earth is foundation, it's the physical form. And water is emotion. Water is the physical and the inner world, fire, combined, in my opinion. That's a very easy way to look at it. Emotion is your body and your intuition combined. Those inner feelings, that creates emotion. So just thinking about nature once more, you want to use your intuition when working with elements. You can use them to banish unwanted energy, to bury unwanted energy. Earth can be used to bury energy. They can be very symbolic and really have a profound impact on your magic. Air can be used to blow away. Fire can be used to burn things. Water can be used to drown things. So those are some negative things, but they can also be used to inspire and enliven and refreshen. And I don't even know if that's a word. You know what I mean. So let's go over some of the things that the elements represent once more, and just some of the creatures and things. So earth is the physical realm. It's the senses, nature, good health, fertility, strength, abundance. Gnomes, elves, four-legged creatures, all the creatures of the forest. Once more, air is the intellect, it's wisdom, communication, the ability to listen, knowledge, clear thinking, perspective, prayer, meditation, fairies, angels, and winged creatures. Fire is action, manifestation, transformation, passion, sexuality, illumination, ecstasy, the use of power, so how you send it out into the world, joy, purpose, warmth, energy, willpower, phoenix, dragons, lions, salamanders, and other fiery creatures. Water is the emotional realm, intuition, psychic abilities, clear emotions, friendship, harmonious relationships, receiving and giving, fluidity, adaptability, rejuvenation, regeneration, dolphins, whales, mermaids, sprites, and other creatures. So you want to experiment with each element, and this is going to be part of your exercise for this week, along with invoking the elements and sharing your experiences. So if you're usually a mental person, go out into the forest and sit with the trees to ground yourself, and ask the spirits in the forest to show you how to be grounded. Ask the element of earth to share its wisdom with you. Speak directly to it. If you want more adaptability in your life, you want more flow, say you want more abundance in your life, go next to a current of water. If you want more currency, you want more flow coming to you. You want more energy, you want more flow, you want more money in your life, bathing in a river, that might help you. Ask that element to inspire you. If you want more excitement and passion, maybe you're an earth sign and you want more energy, light a fire, dance around the fire, and ask the spirits to inspire you. Or if you want some more mental clarity, go out in the wind and just listen to the wind, talk to the wind, create a fairy garden, and ask the fairies to help you. So there's not just one way to work with the elements. And you always want to follow your passion and trust that you were doing the right thing and that you were so creative and intuitive. Nature, which you are a part of, is naturally creative and naturally intuitive. It knows what to do. Think of the animals you see around you. Birds, they just sing. They fly, they sing. Dogs, they bark and they chase things. If you get in touch with the elements within you, get in touch with your spirit, and just start to flow with your intuition. You can ask for help if you need it. You will start doing what you came here to do. If that's sing, that's sing. If that's spin around, that's spin around. If that's right, that's right. So now we are going to call in the elements, and I'm very excited for this. So if you have your altar prepared, you can kind of go along with me. Okay, so I'll see you in one sec. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to actually place the items on your altar and then invoke the elements for ritual magic. So let's kind of just pretend that, we're just placing our items on our altar for the first time. And you want to have a lighter for this. If you have matches or like a really cool way of lighting things, that would work as well. So I'm just going to bend down here and just show you how it is done. So for the element of air, I'm going to pick up my wand, and it's just breaking a little bit, so I'm just going to hold it right here. So I'm going to pick it up and say, here is the wand to represent the element of air. And I'm going to place it on my altar. And then let's pretend that my incense is off in the corner, just near my altar. I'm going to place it on the altar and say, as I light it, and then as the smoke begins to move, I'm going to catch the smoke and then place it all around my altar, just consecrating the space, and say, air is movement, flow, and freedom. You can put some over yourself too. Here is the wand to represent the element of air. Air is movement, flow, and freedom. So that's how you call in the element of air. Let's move on to the element of fire. So I have my dagger here, funny little dagger, and I'm going to say, here is the dagger to represent the element of fire. Place it on my altar. Then I'm going to light a candle and place it on the altar and say, fire is passion, inspiration, and transformation. As I'm actually feeling the heat. We'll try that one more time. Fire is passion, transformation, inspiration. Here's the dagger to represent the element of fire. Fire is passion, inspiration, and transformation. So we're going to go to our water next. And we say, here is the chalice to represent the element of water. Place it on the altar. Now I have my little shell here with the water. So I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to place my hands in the water like I'm taking a little finger bath and say, water is purification, adaptation, and magnetism. And as the water trickles out on your fingers, that's when you can say it. If you feel like blessing yourself, water is purification, adaptation, and magnetism. Look to your chalice. Here's the chalice to represent the element of water. Water is purification, adaptation, magnetism. So now we're going to go to the northern portion of our altar, and I have my antlers here, so I'm going to put them down and say, here are the antlers to represent the element of earth. Earth. Pick up my crystal and really feel the energy of it. Earth is form, foundation, and strength. You can place it in your palms and rub it around. Really feel the energy of it, the strength of it. Place it down. Focus on your antlers or your pentacle and say, here are the antlers to represent the element of earth. Earth is form, foundation, and strength. So now we have called our elements in, and you can also now invoke the goddess and god. So you can say something as simple as, I invoke the goddess to be with us, to be with me during this magical ritual. And just light your candles I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. I ask you to bless this altar, bless this space, and bless my life with abundance. Thank you. And that is basically it. So I hope that that was a good angle. I just tried to fit everything in so you could see me. So now is a good time to set an intention and start doing some spell work. So while I have this beautiful circle open right now, I am going to pray to Ganesha and invoke him. Ganesha, remover of obstacles. I love you, I honor you, I appreciate you. As an aspect of God, I command you now to remove any obstacles preventing me from aligning with my highest self, from making choices in alignment with my highest good, for the good of myself and for the good of the all. Lakshmi, I invoke you to bless me with abundance, with beauty, prosperity, with overflowing creativity and safety to express myself. Allow me to be comfortable so I may express myself fearlessly, freely, and inspire others to connect to their highest truth. I thank you, I honor you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for blessing me and my family and my friends and this space and everybody in Magic School with the highest love, abundance, prosperity, knowledge, and truth. May we all live in alignment with the Creator, in harmony with nature and the rhythms of the universe. And so it is. Thank you. So that was just a little example. And feel free to set an intention after you create your altar and call in the elements. If you already know how to do spell work, feel free to start experimenting. And we will be talking more about actual spell casting and stuff very soon. So I'm very excited for that. So now I'm going to show you how to do some ceremonial elemental invocations. So say you're out at a party or something, or you're having a magical gathering and you want to call in the elements with your friends to do some spell work, to do some manifestation work. You don't have to really set up a full altar. You can use your body and the directions and your intention to do the same thing. So I will explain that in just 1 second. Okay, so now we are going to talk about ceremonial invocations. So if you don't have your altar space with you, say you're out at a gathering, or maybe you want to put on a gathering for people in the physical, and you have a group of people, the most important thing, I guess, before you begin your invocations is to just make sure everybody is in a good place. And you can do that by singing some songs or doing a meditation. You want everybody to be on a high vibe, right? You don't want any darkness in your elemental circle. So when everyone is ready, you can get everybody to hold hands, or maybe just place their arms up to the sky and face the direction of the east. And you can close your eyes or you can keep your eyes open, it doesn't matter. And everybody can repeat. You can hand out like a printout of this prayer to everybody at the group that I'm going to be sharing with you in the excerpt. Or you can read it out and then have everybody just follow along with you. So to invoke the element of air and the direction of east, I'm just going to read off a little invocation that I wrote. And you can use this yourself. Feel free to tweak it in any way that suits you. And here it goes. So we invite the direction of the east and the element of air, the mental realm, to our circle. We thank you, air, for breathing life into us, for providing us with wisdom, clarity of mind, and the ability to consciously co-create our lives. We thank you for blessing us with clear thoughts, communication, and beliefs. We call upon the butterflies, the birds, the fairies, the angels, and the winged ones to bless us with the clarity to express ourselves, express our powerful insights. We invoke the element of air to bring us clarity of mind. We thank you for your guidance. We command ourselves as an aspect of the Creator to claim the power of air so we may speak our truth and align our intentions with the highest good of all. And so it is. So once you've done that, and you can incorporate anything you want into your ceremonial invocations. You can have a feather for air. You can do whatever you want. It's all about using your intuition. So then you're going to get everybody in your group to turn to the south. And you're going to raise your hands, or do as you please, right? And repeat. We invite the direction of the south and the element of fire, the action realm, to our circle. We thank you for inspiring us to take action, for providing us with passion, excitement, sexuality, vitality, and growth. We thank you for blessing us with the ability to manifest lives in alignment with our soul. We call upon the dragons, the phoenix, the salamanders, the brave ones, to bless us with the courage to express our authentic selves. We invoke the power of the sun to illuminate the truth and bring clarity of spirit. We thank you for your guidance. We command ourselves as an aspect of God, of the Creator, to claim the power of fire so we may manifest our desires and align our attentions with the highest good of all. And so it is. So next you want to turn to the west and repeat. We invite in the direction of the west, of the element of water, the emotional realm, to our circle. We thank you, water, for enabling us to empathize, for providing us with emotional maturity, wisdom, and adaptability. We thank you for blessing us with the ability to discern, to respond with love rather than react with fear. We call upon the sprites, mermaids, dolphins, whales, and other sea creatures to bless us with the power to give and receive the highest love. We invoke the element of water to bring clarity of heart. We thank you for your guidance. We command ourselves as an aspect of the Creator to claim the power of water so we may navigate with clarity, reflecting the highest love, and align our intentions with the highest good of all. And so it is. Next, and finally, we'll move on to the direction of the north. And you repeat. We invite the direction of the north and the element of earth, the physical realm, to our circle. We thank you, earth, for enabling us to enjoy our physical senses, for providing us with strength, health, and a connection to nature. We thank you for blessing us with the ability to feel safe in our bodies, deeply in tune with the internal and external rhythms of nature. We call upon the bear, the horses, the gnomes, and all the four-legged creatures of the forest, of the earth. We invoke the element of earth to strengthen our foundation and vital energy. We thank you for your guidance. We command ourselves as an aspect of the Creator, of God, to claim the power of earth, so we may live in harmony with the natural world and align our intentions with the highest good of all. And so it is. Wow, that feels really, really good. I haven't done that in a while. Wow. So as you're working with the elements and just beginning to really align with them, you may discover that you like working with certain elements a little bit more. And that may be because you have those archetypes within you from your astrology charts, which we're going to be talking about in a bit. in the upcoming weeks. But it's a good idea to work with the elements that maybe you are a little bit afraid to work with or you're a little bit uncomfortable with, because that will bring you into harmony. I know that I'm a very airy-fairy person, and I have to try a little bit extra hard to work with the earth and be centered and be grounded. But when I do, the most magical things happen. When you're in balance, you have all your power to create. So this is just a wonderful way to find that balance so we can create any lives we want. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in Magic Group. Please share your results from the exercises, and I look forward to chatting with you. Okay, bye guys.